and welcome to Blockbuster Bums. Kick back your recliner, crack open a beer, and let's talk movies. And today we're talking about Terminator Salvation, the fourth installment in the Terminator series. We're over halfway there, gentlemen.
Living on a prayer.
And speaking of fours, all four of us that have been here for the Terminator series have returned. Welcome back again, AJ.
Thank you.
And so yeah, we've gone quite a few movies here without Barry again.
We might as well just patch AJ in and make him a solid member, you know?
Well, actually, AJ and I were discussing the other day that we think Barry has an issue with
It
AJ.
seems to be. He's yet to be here the time I've been here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and AJ's been here for like 18, 19 episodes
I
now.
didn't know that either. Like, we were talking about on the drive-in and all that. I was like, I could have swore you guys did a episode before.
That's what I thought.
Barry didn't miss a single Bond episode.
Nope.
Okay, that's like 44 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then was here for the first few Rockies, and then he had to miss a couple Rockies. Okay, and then he missed the entirety of Band of Brothers when AJ was here, which is like 15
Right.
episodes. And then
He was here for Indy, though, right?
he came back for Indy when AJ wasn't
Yeah.
here. And then
Oh.
AJ's coming back for Terminator, and he's
That was
missed
good.
every Terminator episode.
That was Davey that was here for Indy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Davey. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Davey was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I kept thinking, I'm like, I know there was two people on that couch at one
No,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, it
it
was
was
Davey.
the same. I was
Yeah.
like, but in my mind, I was like, who the fuck was it? Like,
I think Wade came for an Indy episode.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what was it? I don't know.
Did he come for Dial of Destiny?
That's what I was kind of thinking.
I think it was. Yeah, because I think Tom even missed that one. So we asked somebody to come because it was just gonna be me and you.
Oh, yeah. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Tom.
Movie sucked anyway.
So anyway, now that we've bashed Barry about not wanting to hang out with AJ,
And the last Indiana Jones.
yeah.
Mentioned it as well.
Setting up maybe a false narrative, but whatever.
So anyway, I think that's our news. And Tom, what did you think of your first time watching Terminator Salvation?
I actually really liked it. Like, I think they portrayed the future, like the way it was set from 3 onto this one, pretty accurate. You see Kate's character come back. You see the whole we've been talked about it in the last one, the whole power cell like nonsense that even became like a big part in this one. Like, I think the big driving factor and force like is obviously like Marcus's Terminator in this, to where it's like really blurring the line between like human and machine with the infiltration units. Like at some point, like Skynet just like clone somebody and doppelganger or something. Like, it's like you have the technology, you're there, just do it.
Yeah. AJ, what did you think of your rewatch of Salvation?
You know, I remember not hating this when it first came out, but being kind of disappointed in it. And I honestly, rewatching it, I couldn't tell you why. I really liked it.
Mhm.
Like, it was a very, very fun, good movie.
Yeah, I agree. Ray, what'd you think of your rewatch?
The movie was the premise in the beginning started off good, then the later part of the movie just got lazy and a little too convenient. And some stuff they did in here were just dumb. At the gas station, you're not going to notice until it's too late. This big ass fucking 3-story robot sneak up on you.
Silent.
It was stealth.
Yeah. Not
It's
the
an
best job
infiltration
on
unit.
that.
Hey, we've seen the Transformers sneak up on people, and they're giant fucking
Whatever.
robots.
I didn't agree with that shit either. That was fucking lame. Like banging around the house, hiding under the fucking tree. Like, get out of here. I don't know. We're getting into some other stuff too, but like, I guess the big selling point was the big names for the movie. But I mean, the future was cool. I guess John Connor coming up as the Resistance big man by the end of the movie was all right. But I don't know. We'll get into some shit. I got some shit on this paper we'll talk about later. But that latter part of the movie kind of was just a little too convenient for me.
I'm more on the AJ and Tom side of this. I liked it. I will say this: I'd only seen it one time before this.
Yeah.
I watched it in theater when it came out and never watched it again. I was thoroughly disgusted when I left the theater. And rewatching it today, I was a little surprised at, like trying to figure out why I disliked it so much when I originally watched it. And on top of that, but I do think, I think I said it off air, I think watching them back to back helped.
Yeah.
I knew all the information. I knew, like, when things happened in this movie, they didn't always explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they expected you to know things from the previous movies, and I was able to do that. So maybe there was enough time between watches that I wasn't always picking up on things. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed my rewatch of Salvation more than I thought I would.
Well, I'm not saying this movie is crap by any means. I mean, I did enjoy
Saying it's crap, right?
most of it.
I heard it. I heard you say crap.
But for sometimes when I'm watching a movie and I'm like, I'm into it, and then all of a sudden my crap meter starts going boom, 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 like
I'll
fucking
say this,
Spidey
right?
sense, and I'm like, oh god damn it, here we go.
I did want more out of Christian Bale.
Yeah, he was
Like
he was
that's my
phoning it
thing
in
about it.
sometimes.
I really like. I mean, I get that. Like, more or less, like the whole storyline is all about Marcus. Like we're following his
Yeah.
character through this. Like John's just kind of like he's almost like a side character in his own story. Like, but
Might be
like-
one of the things I didn't like about it, to be honest. But yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, because up until now it's been all about John. You act like such a bitch in the third one and all that, and then here we have like Christian Bale being John in the future when you're now supposed to be a badass, and it's like I said, I didn't get that.
Well, he was a badass
was
at least.
when
in
he
this
saw
No,
it.
we
movie.
just
I
need
mean,
to see it.
yeah.
Like I
he
said,
infiltrated Skynet by himself and
But
almost
once- like-
That's-
came out.
See, that's one of the parts. Like, dude, you didn't take a team with you. You're just, how in the fuck are you sneaking in there by yourself?
Well, it's easier to sneak by yourself.
Yeah, but it's more security, and you probably have a better chance of survival if you're taking a fucking squad with you, at least 4 guys.
I don't know, maybe, but I will say
I
this.
think the Skynet knew he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, they did let him
Skynet
in.
let him in.
They did say that. They let him in.
That was the whole.
But
purpose.
he didn't know that.
Well, yeah, that was the
Yeah.
whole purpose of Marcus's character. Like, yeah, you were supposed to bring this person here, like dumbass. Like, it's like now just go ahead and get on board. Now that the cat's out of the bag.
Now, I will
Like,
say this: the Christian Bale thing, though. This is the height of Christian Bale. This is after he made the first 2 Batmans.
yes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, this is like when Christian Bale is like one of the #1 billed actors in the world.
Right.
Like, Christian Bale is really big draw at this point. And you got Bryce Dallas Howard as Kate in this, which she hadn't really super hit her stride yet, but, it's a name.
yeah.
You knew who she was.
And then it had Common. Common is a pretty
yeah.
profound name, and I mean, he's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. He was a fairly minor character, but yeah, I mean, he was around.
Yeah.
Then you had the dude that played Kyle Reese. He's in a lot of stuff too.
I don't know that guy.
Oh, really?
Anton
He's-
Yelchin.
He's one of those guys I recognize. As like I'm sure I've seen him in probably a bunch of stuff, but I couldn't tell you his
Yeah.
name or exactly where I've seen him.
It says he was in the 2009 Star Trek movie.
Yeah, he was the Russian. What's the Russian guy?
Is that Scotty?
No, that's the
No, that's.
It says he was also in the 2016 Star Trek Beyond.
yeah.
I'm not really seeing anything else on here that I even know what it is.
Yeah, he's on the deck. He's the
I know,
whatever the
I-
Russian guy that's
I
been
just
throughout
keep
the whole
saying
thing.
like funny Russian word, like English words in with a Russian accent and everything.
Yeah, he got the accent in the in
And
the
that's all.
movies.
That's all. Like that's all I remember because it was like just a running joke with it. God, it's gonna bother me now. Fuck. So we need Jeremy's fat ass here. It's like the one thing he knows about.
Yes, Captain. We have him
Yeah,
in
he knows
lock.
a shitload about it. I mean, if we ever did Star Trek, we'd have to bring Jeremy on.
Yeah. Like,
But
Oh, he was in that movie Alpha Dog. Y'all ever watch that one?
yeah.
He was the kid that got killed at the end.
Okay.
No, don't kill me, Justin Timberlake. Don't do it.
so was I the only one that found it weird that, we've been talking about the future and this, bombed out world and everything, and then they flashed the date and it's 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, that was 7 years ago.
I mean,
Off a
that,
little bit.
that was a year before it went downhill with COVID.
Yes. So let's give or take some time. Like we're working on it.
Yeah. We're in a different timeline, but it's going.
We just put nuclear subs and everything in the water floating around.
So that opening mission that John goes on, where you really kind of meet Christian Bale as John for the first time, you know, the actor change and everything. He's the only survivor of the mission, but they don't really show you what happens to anybody on his team because he goes down the hole.
No, they blew the hole up. I had to go back and rewatch.
Did they? Because he goes down the hole and he comes out and everybody up there is already dead. And
Yeah.
then I was like, what happened to the guys in the hole?
Yeah, there's
No,
a big
wh-
like nuclear explosion.
Yeah, when he gets in the helicopter, he's flying, and then you see the fucking hole just kaboom.
Okay, I guess I missed that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I knew all the guys on the ground were dead, but they didn't show you any of them dying, so you don't
Yeah.
even know what happened. I mean, you just left to assume that Terminators killed him, obviously.
Right.
But how did they not? They didn't hear any gunfire or any explosions or anything when they were in the hole from going on up there.
I mean, that's a pretty big hole.
Yeah, I guess.
Sound dampening.
You know, I mean, nobody pressed their walkie while there was fighting going on. Like,
Terminators, man. They're
they're
relentless.
see, they're sneaky.
They're
See,
sneaky.
you were doubting their sneakiness earlier. Now we're talking about sneaking.
Yeah, the human ones are sneaky, not the fucking 3-story Eiffel Tower fucking building ones.
I don't know. I feel like the T-600 or whatever that big motherfucker was with the minigun. He was pretty agile still. I think that should have made a lot more noise than what it did.
Yeah, he's more like the nightclub bouncer
Yeah,
for the
like,
Russian
those
nightclubs.
those the heavy armor. Those are the ones like I was talking about. Like it's basically just Nemesis, just made of metal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I just love. Like it's awesome. Like,
So Tom, you freshly just watched it
send
for
that back to me.
the first time. Were you surprised that John's not in charge?
Yes and no, because I mean, once again, just going off of 3, it's like, all right, like you did just kind of stumble upon the fucking bunker and all that. Like all these people who really do like have military training and like access to like troops and like resources, like there are still going to be people higher up than there's a guy that stumbled upon a microphone. So like that didn't really surprise me a whole lot because I just took it as I just took it as he wasn't as high of a rank yet. And I was more worried only when honestly I wasn't worried about John's character dying until I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger's character.
Yep, I agree with you.
Just because of the third one and everything,
Yep.
was they're like, I killed you.
Yep.
Like, ooh, this is it. Like, if it's to happen, it's gonna be here. Like, do you get sentimental in this moment? That was what I was really looking at. Like, that was the only time I was kind of like, where's this going moment here?
See, I was thinking the guys are more skeptical about the big prophesized John Connors situation still than him being in charge.
So how do you think? Like everybody seems to know about the prophecy now. Like, what made people start believing in the prophecy? Like, I know people like John wasn't running around being like,
I
hey,
know,
the
that-
world's gonna end, Judgment Day's
Right.
coming. So like,
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know how that even got around.
I assume because like his position with that radio, he had to knowing what's already happening and like
Oh,
pretty much
yeah.
having answers in the beginning and
Yeah.
the start. It's the fact that you're not playing the what if game. What's going on? It's like I can tell you everybody's launched nukes. Like this is what's happened. These are the protocols you need to run. Like I have the
Yeah.
codes and
What the
everything.
Terminator's weakness.
Yeah, like
blah,
I
blah,
look
blah.
at it to where it's like they're like at one point in time he probably was like a really valuable asset, but I could see how over time with the war continuing, it's like, well, we already know all this now. We're just living in this, war at the moment. Like so but I loved it though once they gave up their position. Like that I was kind of
Yeah.
happy. That was a win for the machines. Like
I imagine John Connor had some extremely useful information when Skynet first started putting out Terminators.
yeah,
Like, nobody would have had any idea what was going on. And he could tell you exactly how to kill them, where their weak spots are and all that. So,
well, that's what he was like. They
Yeah.
did tell us
Yeah.
about that, so that was the thing. Where like, because think about like, think how long that would save people time. How many lives you would save just with that kind of valuable information. Like if you didn't know, like look how much like trouble Sarah had with it in the first one and all that. So like, imagine, yeah, they just would have been like just slaughter. Like,
yeah.
speaking of Sarah, we get the return of Sarah's tapes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
saw her making them,
I did like that touch
Yeah.
on this.
Mhm.
Like,
where essentially John is going back and re-listening to them pretty much repeatedly throughout this movie. We see him doing that 3 or 4 times over the course of this, going back and listening to his mom's tapes. Although I'm not entirely sure how useful they are.
Probably
Yeah.
not at this point. It's probably been overdone. It's more like a confidence booster anymore.
And then we've talked about, we get John back, we get Kate back, we get young Kyle Reese.
Mhm.
And we haven't seen him since the first movie, but
I like Kyle's character.
it's definitely an interesting one. He's
Yeah.
kind of, again, I don't know if I was, maybe a little surprised at how helpless he was. I mean, once you establish that he's just a normal citizen, he's not a
Yeah.
soldier or anything,
Yeah.
like, you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. But, like,
But
I think I just expected him to already be a soldier, like,
Yeah, and I wasn't totally sold on the casting choice either.
I thought you said you liked him earlier.
No.
Isn't that what we talked about? Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
Just
I
that he was
said
a
that.
recognizable face.
Yeah,
Oh,
recognizable
okay.
face. Yeah, I wasn't totally sold on the character or the acting choice.
I liked how he was about that life, but wasn't confident. Like, if anything, I liked that about him, because like he was offended when he seen Marcus wearing the coat and everything. Like, hey, motherfucker, like you didn't earn that. Like,
Right.
and it's like even had a jab at him with it, even though he got his life saved right there and all. Like, but then now I do hate how it, like, unbeknownst to him and all that, like his son pretty much like, hey, like you're in, kid, like, and it's like now you've kind of been taken under your son, your son that you do not know is your son's wing and all that, like. So it's like, yeah, now you'll get your training, like, for real, because he's gonna make sure his dad's not a little bitch, like.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it would be. Like,
Yeah.
hey, if you're the guy that's
Training
gotta
him to go back in
and-
time and fight a Terminator.
yeah, so it'd be one of those, like, now's the time to do those John Connor stories and everything. But that's how I also, like, figured that he was gonna make it through whatever, like, fuck off surgery he had to get and all. It's like, yeah, you can clearly tell all's well. It's gonna end okay here.
Well, speaking of Reese, Marcus stumbles across Reese in L.A. somewhere, and they try and leave together. You brought up the gas station scene earlier. In that scene, when they're running in that truck, Marcus and Reese take out a lot of Terminators, and it's all just dumb luck, stupid shit. Like, none of it is, like, good or tactical or anything like that. It's all just a lot of luck and a lot of just getting the happenstance.
Yeah, because they dropped that ball, right?
They do that. They, like, that rope gets, like, caught on a Terminator and, like, swings it around, hits another Terminator, like
Like a
all sort.
bullet it.
Yeah, like almost like a wrecking ball with a Terminator on it, but like they didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He shoots him a bunch of times, but doesn't hurt him. So it's not like that. Like, he's not like he was taking him out with guns or something.
Yeah, I thought for sure at one point that ball or whatever they had dragging was gonna fucking just attach to something, and then it'd just be jerking them back.
Yeah.
I mean, they do take out a lot of Terminators in that scene, but at the same time, Reese and the little girl still get taken. So I guess
Yeah.
so be it, I guess. But and at this point, we still don't know who Marcus is. Marcus is just this guy that we saw get killed at the very beginning of the movie.
Lethal injection.
Yeah, lethal injection.
Do we even know what he did?
I don't think they do tell us, do they?
He said he got his brother and 2 cops killed.
Yeah, he said he
The
got people
circumstances
killed.
Are,
yeah,
no,
they don't
yeah.
really tell us.
But they don't give you the lethal injection for getting people killed.
Right. That's
Yeah,
true.
Definitely pulled the trigger somewhere.
He donated his body to science. It's fine.
Or wrong science.
Like, I don't know. I think he gambled pretty fairly. Like, yeah, what's her name? His little crush in the beginning.
Yeah, I guess, but he would been stored in some fucking meat locker for like 20 years.
Yeah, but now he's alive and virtually indestructible.
I guess.
Where did it? I guess the thing is, they don't even tell us where he came from. Like I mean, obviously that they created him and stuff, but I mean, like, how did he end up in L.A.? Like, why? Like, did they just drop him off and?
No,
They
he
planned. They knew. They
in the
made it,
opening
yeah.
scene where they raid where John Connor like crashes the helicopter. He crawls out of that hole.
Oh, you're
Covered in
right.
mud,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Sorry.
Why
yeah,
he was there,
we
I
did
don't
see
know.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there for this. Like I said, they made him knowing that was going to happen.
I mean, they did lure him there basically.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's the timeline. It's like, hey, we said, like they even said at the end, it's like we set you free and everything, so you would set this into motion and everything. It's like, yeah, like you never really had any free will. Like this is what you were gonna do the whole time because you didn't know what we made you into. Like, unless you would have gotten damaged along the way, you pretty much just assume you're human and you're just like, oh, they preserved me. You wouldn't think that everything except for my brain and heart are like machines.
So, Tom, let me ask you this then. Go back to your first watch. Were you surprised when the mine went off?
Yes and no. Like, I knew there was something up with his character, and I knew he got augmented, but like I found it interesting they chose the brain and the heart, like to keep and everything. But yeah, but as far as all that, yeah, I wasn't too. I mean, it was cool, but yeah, like I knew there was something up the character. Only at this point he was just too proficient at everything for like I said, he's out there holding his own with shit and whatnot. Like it's like you just came into this world. Like you're adapting pretty well, very fast.
Well, I'll say this. For a Terminator, his fighting skills are subpar. And that fight scene when he fights those guys with the girl,
Yeah.
like any other Terminator just fucking rips them apart. Like he's like punching them like 12 times before they go down. I'm like, you're a Terminator.
But that's where I also think that there's got to be. That's where I'll blame the human brain on this.
Yeah.
Because he's only acting as if he can stop them as a human. Because then in the fight at the end, he's standing up against that one big motherfucker and everything.
That's true. Yeah.
Blow for blow, and like I said, but now he knows he's a machine, so it's like I'll move my arm as hard and fast, like I said, like it's knowing, I guess. It's like
plausible, yeah.
it's the elephant tied to the chair thing. Like the elephant doesn't know that it can just walk away and everything, but it thinks it's tied to the spot. Like he thinks he's a human still, so it's like he's only using like human strength, and he's playing the role.
That's fair. That's a good way to think of it, I guess. Speaking of cool things, I don't know that they actually tell us exactly who created it, but John and his crew, in some way, shape, or form, have found out that they can use some
Radio frequency.
radio frequency to essentially shut down Terminators, which would be stupid useful. I mean, just drop dead useful. But they're testing it through this. Like they tested on like one of those little
The water
worm
snake
thing, yeah, the
things?
water snake things, and then they go out and test it on one of the full blown ships, and it just knocks the ship right out of the sky. I mean, we don't really see it get used after that in the rest of this movie, but like that'd be I mean, if you could just play that over loudspeakers, like you'd never have to worry about Terminators coming to your base ever.
Yeah, attach it to a couple fighter planes.
Yeah.
you're in business.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. I mean, they could. I mean, it'd make it really hard for the Terminators to beat you in battle if you could. All you have to do is place it over speakers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a radio transmitter.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, attach it to planes, attach it to vehicles, attach it to buildings. I mean, anything. I mean, I'm sure you could figure out how to do it through your walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not as loud, but I mean, get you out of a jam or whatever.
Yeah.
And this movie, like you like to say, had an asinine amount of freaking planes for some goddamn reason.
It did. Yeah.
I don't know how the
Lot of
fuck they get all these planes and not get
Various
discovered.
sizes, yeah. Like,
I did actually appreciate though that like the planes and the helicopters they had were like older models that probably wouldn't have been plugged into Skynet.
Yeah.
Well,
That they
that's-
weren't as heavily computerized.
That's where
I thought that was a nice, little detail. But yeah,
And they
That's true,
got
yeah.
their ass kicked a lot.
they did. Yeah.
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 Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm going blow for blow with these Terminators. None of the Terminators were kicking their ass for the most part, but it gave you a little bit of, even playing field a little bit there, being able to fly and stuff.
those snake Terminator ones, the water are the biggest pain in the ass in this movie.
Oh, I'd fucking hate those.
Everything else and everything is tolerable, really, for the most part. But like, yeah, that shit, nope.
I wouldn't want to deal with anything in the water. That's the fucking most you'd be handicapped ever.
Yeah, that'd be bad. And why do they keep coming to the surface? Like, stay under the water, and then you can take John with you, dude. Like, they just keep coming to the surface, and then John shoots them, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess they're not learning from their mistakes here.
Yeah.
Coordinated attack more than one at a time.
They don't all have the learning computer microchip thing, I guess.
That's right. By the way, speaking of that, right after that, John of all people says, "I'll be back."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least they kept that going too.
They did.
Yeah.
Because in the last one, it wasn't "I'll be back," it's "I'm back," wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of which, the what's her name, Blair Williams, the pilot, she breaks Marcus out of custody because, I mean, essentially they're going to kill him. They're going to take him apart. Just what do they call it? We're going to disassemble him.
Mm-hmm.
And Blair saves them. I don't know. Does she? I mean, she says because I see a human, not a robot. But like, was it just repayment for saving her life more than anything? Do you think?
I don't know.
Nope, she's got metal fever, Alex.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just got that intuition,
Yeah.
whether you find out it's good or bad at the end. You just got to go with it, I guess.
That's how AI marriages start right there. Ray's the first to go. Like,
But while they were getting, while they were
hear that,
escaping,
Alexa? Like,
don't call her name out. She's gonna ask you a question, and I'm just gonna be like, God damn it!
see, they're already married.
There's an episode of South Park I need to watch. Alexa, fuck. Shut up.
What are we doing here?
The being. Never mind.
Take it
Anyway,
off Skynet. Like,
watch the South Park episode about it. Anyway, as they were escaping, the part where Marcus covers Blair up from that missile blast or rocket blast.
Yes.
That's not saving Blair.
No, it's
That bitch is dead. She's done. She is burned to death. This is not helping anything out.
100%. I thought the exact same
I'm like,
thing.
what are we doing?
And
And then
he's
she
very
gets up.
concussed.
Oh yeah, I got let's go, man.
A guy laid on top of me. I'm cool.
Yeah,
Like,
robot
no.
fever. I'm just like, get out of here.
No, that was pretty lame. I'll
That
give
was
you
pretty convenient. That's one of the convenient
yet
things.
another unrealistic expectation of chivalry.
Well, I will say
At least
this
he's got
though:
a heart.
was it more surprising they did that, or more surprising that John Connor trusted him after that?
No,
I don't know. I kind of went with the John Connor trust.
I just don't know if I could. I just couldn't picture John Connor trusting a Terminator.
But he's been trusting this since T2 though.
Yeah.
So it's ingrained in his
That's
brain.
where I came from. Like, he's used to trusting
Yeah.
quasi-human Terminators.
he just knows that Arnold kills him.
That's true. He does
Like,
know
he
that.
just knows that.
Yeah.
He just like that's all he knows right now. Like,
But I
Yeah.
don't think he does trust him completely.
No, he's
Like, he
still on
knows-
edge.
It doesn't bring him back in.
Yeah.
Like, he sends them on his like, hey, send me information or whatever.
but I think that's also
What are you?
But I think that's what shows like also why he was like almost like consulting the tapes and everything, like listening to his mom's words about the future and about like what is the right decision, what decision should I be making if I am the chosen one, like every decision I make in the now is important and all that.
Yeah.
And it was all about like, do we attack or do we not? These lives will be gone, but this many will. It was like that classic scenario and all that in combat.
Oh yeah, and then I have a problem with the escape scene. Holy fuck. In this scene where Marcus escapes, I would have possibly just let him escape. I mean, with all those explosions and noise they were making, you were pretty much throwing up a flare for all the machines to come find you, so it's pretty stupid on the Resistance part to even fucking go all this firepower on this stupid fucking robot.
I don't think that's as dumb as you think, because John and Barnes talk about it multiple times that they're deep in the safe zone and the Terminators don't come there.
Yeah, but I mean, how safe is it going to be?
I don't know. I don't know why it's safe. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but they talk about that multiple times in the movie about we're in the safe zone and the Terminators don't come this far. So like I get it, again. I don't know what makes it the safe zone.
Yeah, I see.
But
I can
that-
understand.
they
There
do
were
say
plenty
it.
of Terminators in the water right outside that safe zone, but
That's
Yeah.
true. But they also knew they were there because
Yeah.
they went out and grabbed one to do tests on it. So
Yeah.
like keeping them there to like could test on them. I don't know.
Like, can the planes not go there? Because the safe zone thing just didn't make any
I mean,
sense.
they have the mines for
do have the
land
mines,
base, but yeah,
yes.
I would assume any of the flying ones could.
By the way she took out the mines was kind of legit. When the Blair woman took out the mines with the cord, like that was pretty cool.
What? Remind me what happened again?
She took that roll of
Deck cord. Yeah.
deck cord and unrolled it across the mines and then set it off, and it blew a straight line of all the mines out so they could run through the minefield.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of cool. I thought it was. Yeah, and of course, like I said, Marcus gets away by swimming in whatever water that was, a river or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Surprised he didn't fucking drown.
can he?
Well, I mean, he'd be walking on however deep that fucking river is.
No, I mean, but
he
He's
doesn't
got a
have
heart,
lungs.
not lungs.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know if he has lungs. So
Well,
can
I'm not saying real life drown, but I mean he'd be fucking walking pretty deep to try to get back up.
stuck in the mud.
Yeah,
that'd be a
stuck in the
bitch.
mud.
You don't have to breathe, but you're stuck and you can't get out. Like,
One
man.
of the snake ones, so we go by so you can grab hold. Like,
he gets away and he just goes, straight to Skynet. For whatever reason, he's loyal as shit to Reese. Like he's like, I'm gonna save him, Reese, man. Like that's what I'm here to do.
Well, I mean, you kind of got him caught up.
Now
Yeah.
back to what you were saying earlier, Ray. I'm not saying it's the wrong or right decision, but why does John decide to go by himself?
I don't know.
Anybody got an idea?
I have not a clue. For me, it makes zero sense.
I thought it had to do with it being Reese.
I thought it had to do with him working with Marcus. He didn't want to have to try to explain that to everyone else after.
I mean, maybe
rolled
that.
out.
That may be a good point.
That
or
might be the only
or maybe
reason.
the fact of like, I'm not. If this turns out bad, I'm not going to get the rest of my team
Yeah.
killed because I'm trusting a robot. You know?
Because Bryce Dallas Howard said before he left something about, I'll tell your team you left or some.
What,
some
she
kinda-
said, "What do I tell your team?"
Yeah, what I tell you.
And what did he say to
I'll
her?
be back.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That's
I'll
when
be
he says, "I'll be
back." Okay.
back." Yeah. Yep. Good call, AJ. Yeah, I mean, like, and then he rides a Terminator back to the base,
That's
Like-
cool. I like that.
like clotheslines it with a rope, and then reprograms
Oh
it
yeah, the
somehow.
bike. Yeah.
And rides the
Yeah, that was
the
pretty
Terminator
sweet.
motorcycle. Yeah, and takes the eye out of it so that he can hack into all the buildings at Skynet. I mean, it was actually a pretty stealthy, kind of legit move. I mean, you find out later that they let him in, but it looked really like he looked really badass in the moment.
It was effort. He tried. Like,
Yeah, he
I just
did.
feel
Yeah.
like there would be more security, and the Terminators be out on patrol, and he'd be caught up in like at least 5 minutes.
No, they don't want that. They want him and Reese there. Kill them both. Destroy the whole timeline at one time. Just come right on in here. Like, it backfired.
Yeah, it did.
Well, obviously, Marcus gets in. He sends the info out to John, but then Marcus, kind of goes down the rabbit hole of how was I made, what happened to me, why am I this way, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Felt very Matrix 2 to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I really felt like it was just Keanu Reeves talking to Colonel Sanders at this point. It's like, all right. It's like I'm like I really did. I was like, I'm getting the big reveal here. It's even an AI system telling you it and
Yeah.
everything. It's like the same shit. Like, so I was like, all right.
Now
Like,
you have
were
to go to
supposed-
the train station and talk to the Indians.
Yeah, that's like you were supposed to be here the whole time. Man.
I don't know. I couldn't take Helena Bonham Carter seriously
I liked
as
it
that
when-
chick.
I liked it when they switched, when they started morphing into the 800 or 850 or whatever. I was like, yeah, like, because once again, it's an AI. Why is it choosing the Terminator form and all that? I was like, you can choose any form you want and everything. That's what you land on. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just seemed like an odd second choice. Like, I get why it chose her at the beginning because of Marcus, but like, your number two is like the killer unit and like not even like the newest model. Like, eh.
It also used John and Kyle.
Mhm.
I mean, it was all over the place.
It'd drive home the point.
I feel like the AI needed upgrade.
But I don't know. It was also weird. Like he donated his body to science in like in the mid '90s before Judgment Day even happened.
Yeah.
Like, and then they're just now releasing him as this Terminator. Like what were they doing with him this whole time?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
were keeping him there for this moment. That's what she was saying. Like, that was the whole point of the creation.
But
for
when
that.
did they create it? Because like you know what I'm saying, Skynet didn't happen for like another like
like,
over a decade
they-
after he died.
They picked a point in time, like because that the way I understood it as they had pretty much lost in an alternate timeline, so they created Marcus, did what they did with him, so that in the future this moment would happen, so they would prevent like that core system from being destroyed.
I'm not doubting anything you're saying, but what I'm saying is what were they doing with him for like
just keeping him
for like 3 decades while he was dead and they weren't using
I'm
him?
sure once
They
he
could
was-
have just
he's just there.
built the Terminator skeleton and
Yeah.
grew the body around it and downloaded his brain. Like that could have all just been a digital
Yeah,
file
he's
until they
there.
decided.
I
to
keep a
build
bunch
it.
of shit in my garage.
what I was
Ops.
thinking.
I mean, I guess,
I don't
but
have to use
but you-
everything
but-
the minute
but-
I buy it.
but
Have
if his-
acquired it, like
but you have to keep his heart and brain alive. Like they have to be
I-
functioning.
yeah, there's
I don't think
Cyberdyne.
that. I don't.
I
I
got that.
didn't take it as that was his original heart and brain. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they just grew.
Oh no,
Well, it had his memories though. I mean, I guess
I took it as the heart and brain because the whole like humanity and like the whole like does he actually feel love for other like yeah once again they're beating the human drum here
Yeah,
with those
yeah.
two things, like the only two organs you picked are those. Get the fuck out of here. Like
Maybe it was just
the brain's a push button thing. You don't even need the consciousness part of it. Like,
something that got disbanded or they got
just utter nonsense.
lost-
If
they just
anything,
gave
that's
up
where
on
I'm
the
going to side with
research.
Ray and all that. Like
Probably
that's
just
the
gave
plot.
up on
of
the
it.
research.
It's
Like,
you have a heart, but you don't have risk of a circulatory system.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'll argue your central nervous
I mean,
system's way
in
more important to salvage.
in reality, guys, I guess we've been doing this for a couple movies now, just kind of nitpicking at things.
Yeah.
Action movies are kind of known for their plots not
Yes.
being 100% solid. So I mean, like, yeah, we're nitpicking at things when we realize. I'm not saying I hate the movie by any
No,
means,
no,
but
no.
I mean, I love
Yeah, I
80s
just
action
went and brought a
movies.
Christian
I'm
Bale.
not in it for the fucking plot, boy. You know the plot. But I mean, some things you got to question, like, what the fuck are they doing for 3 goddamn decades?
well, speaking of what the fuck are they doing?
You just got a
They
project you haven't
couldn't
finished.
have done a better job of making Arnold look real.
yeah, that's
That
true.
was really bad.
They blew him up. Like,
Oh
he
man.
doing
Yeah.
putting in extra work at the gym.
Yeah. That was one of the heavier armored models. Like,
Like I was just like, dang. Like you have enough Arnolds to use here. Like you couldn't have done a better job with this. It is
Yeah.
bad. Fake Arnold. He was huge though. You're right. He was huge.
Yeah, they even smoked out his pelvis.
AI has gotten better though. Like,
But speaking of that Arnold, John has one hell of a fight with him. I mean, that fight goes on for probably 15 minutes
Yeah.
of movie time.
Mhm.
Like back and forth and back and forth. They both kind of get the better of each other at certain points, you know, and then obviously Marcus jumps in and helps John.
Rapid heating, rapid cooling. Wow, how convenient that was.
yeah. But it's not one of those. It's not that nice of a model. Like,
No, it's not.
So I guess here's
with the whole charging
I'm not
station
quite
of the
sure how
power
to help you with
cells.
that.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. All right, continue.
so I guess here's my question to the room is did you think John was going to die?
No,
No.
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 Like I said, I had no.
Even though it was Arnold that did it? And then we were told in the last movie that Arnold kills him
No.
No.
and
I
Kyle was already safe.
Like
Yeah.
I half-ass expected it, just because, like I said, it was Arnold's unit that did it. She did not capture it, so I was like, all right, there's like an altered timeline. But the fact that Marcus was still alive there, I was like, he's gonna have something to do with this. Like,
Also, they kind of gave that away when the Terminator like scratched his face and he has the big gouge on his eye that's there in the first one, or maybe the second one when you see in the future.
yeah,
And he's got like the binoculars and you see his face. He's got this wicked scar on
yeah.
his cheek. So I'm like, they did that. So it's the same timeline. They're not pulling that. So
yeah.
I kind of gave it away to me, but
True.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna die. I did pause for a second when she walked over to what's Common's character's name?
No, I don't know.
Barnes, and was
Barnes.
like, he's dying, his heart can't keep up. I was like, what? Like, I was like, like he hasn't even talked to Kyle yet. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And then, whatever happens. But like, yeah, it did make me pause for a second when she said that. Like, he's dying. And I was like, really? He hasn't said a word to Kyle yet other than run. Like this, like, you're Kyle, run.
That's all you need to say. Yeah, move your ass. Like,
So anyway, but in the end, after the big long fight, John, Kyle, Marcus, all of them get out. John is on a stretcher at this point because he's been stabbed through the chest with a pipe or big giant piece of metal, something.
Yeah.
Marcus is a little fucked up. He's got some marks and one of his hands is melted and shit like that. Kyle's fine though. There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, we need him to be fine.
that's all that matters. Like,
His penis is okay, so he can impregnate Sarah
Yeah,
Connor.
he'll be wearing a metal chastity belt like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
And like I said, they have John on a bed, and Kate tells Barnes and those guys like he's dying, like he can't do this, like he's only got a few hours left or whatever. And then Marcus is like, give him my heart, like
Real convenient.
this is my second chance. All right. When Marcus walked up and started talking to them, I was like, and they were doing the heartbeat sound not long before that, so I was like, yeah, this could go like this.
Yeah, whatever with that shit.
So yeah, and then the movie just kind of ends there. Like it shows them laying down the tables beside each other, I guess, to do the surgery, and then it just shows John being airlifted out. So you assume he's alive now. But anyway, at the end of the last episode, I asked a question. Kate is just a vet tech. She just did a heart transplant surgery. What the fuck happened?
did she
She reads
actually
the
do the
books, man.
surgery?
Yeah, she's the doctor through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's their doctor, and she's the one standing over them when they start the surgery. So I mean, they don't say somebody else showed up. So I'm like, but she was just a vet tech. How did she become a heart surgeon?
Well, she's probably operated on some pigs, which is pretty close to
Well,
a
a
human
pig,
heart.
yeah.
So I mean, she might have a little know-how how to do that. So
fair.
I'll give her the benefit of doubt for operating on a pig.
As along the same lines, I was going to ask. We saw John Connor go from like a worthless little bitch to supreme badass. So while he was doing that,
Maybe she became
She
a
got the
doctor.
medical-
Well, I was gonna say she could have gone to school, I guess, but Judgment Day happened at the end of that
Right there,
movie.
yeah.
So where did she go to medical school at?
You know, they had a bunker full of
Yeah,
information.
at that point, I don't think you go to school. I think
Yeah.
it's more like, do you find a doctor to learn under?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Like, because I mean, John
I
Connor
think we're
being
back to
at war
apprenticeships now.
would make him get tougher and better because he's constantly
Yes.
fighting.
Yes.
But like, where is she learning how to do heart transplants? And
in the middle of this war. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I'm
yeah,
just
it's,
gonna go ahead and practice
Well,
lifted abs
it didn't show the
forever.
50 failed heart transplants.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Hey, even after success, you only got like what 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's my next question though: is how do you get the heart out of the metal rib cage?
Don't worry about that, Alex. You know, that's not important.
Screwdriver, blowtorch, I don't know.
Like, do you have to like
Just
cut them open in the stomach and reach your hand up into the rib cage and pull it out? Because you can't take a torch to the rib cage because you
Yeah.
torch the heart.
You just gotta get a circular saw and something.
I don't think a circular saw's doing it, man. It's Terminator shit, man.
Well, it's not vibranium.
I'd make him rip out his own. You're a Terminator. Take it out yourself.
Yeah, rip your fucking rib cage out so we can
Give
start
me your
this.
heart. Like, just, like,
And the way the Terminator was closing his eyes, did they give him fucking anesthesia?
Do they need to?
I don't know, but it looked like they were going to.
since he has a brain, can that Terminator get high? Is what you're saying?
I mean, it looked like they were trying to make him as comfortable as possible.
But I mean, that's the only way your brain acts neurologically on the drug. So that means like, if anesthesia doesn't work, then yeah, what's the point of the like? That's what I mean.
But how much pain does he feel?
Well, how much?
That's
of it
true.
Yeah,
don't
how
know.
much do you actually feel, or how much is just like, oh, you should feel pain? It's not
Right,
even
because
real
like
pain.
they were shooting him and he wasn't exactly screaming out in pain.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like,
So I don't know.
Wasn't hungry for obvious reasons.
whereas
that
before he
that,
couldn't take
that
a
shit
punch.
wasn't firing in his
See,
brain.
so that's what I mean. It's like it's all like the programming.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Rich
So I
shit.
guess my last question for everybody is, like, they've blown up the LA Skynet base.
Yeah, fuck LA.
You know, John is back in business. He has Kyle. He has Kate. Where do they go from here?
Well, they got to stop the other 8 Skynet facilities.
You got a world to save, Alex.
I mean, this is basically right where you start, where like Kyle Reese is telling Sarah Connor
Yeah.
about the future. This is like the start of that.
Oh,
Where he
You know what I mean? Like
little
John
picture
Connor's
and
just
everything.
getting to that point where he's actually leading the resistance.
Yeah.
So everything we know about the future happens after this movie.
So John's about to be a badass. Like,
Yeah.
About to do cool shit. Like,
dun, 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 dun.
pretty much to impress his young father. Like, just like,
Because I mean,
who's unknowingly a nepo father.
yeah.
Like, you're gonna get all the
How
easy.
often does that
It
happen?
want to get you all the easy missions. You're on patrol your whole life, father. Like, just guard this alley. That's it. Like, kill that rat. Like,
Don't let it bite you in the nuts.
yeah,
Man, they say they send the first Terminator back as like a last ditch effort.
yeah,
Skynet was basically done.
yep.
Yeah.
It's their Hail Mary.
So everything still happens after this movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they could mess this up because just what they, and they've messed a lot of things up. But I mean, Kyle Reese looks like what, a teenager?
They say he's a teenager, yeah.
Yeah, and like he's like a middle-aged man when he shows up in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got-
I mean, it seems like he has a while before he goes back.
They also
gotta
got
eat-
some weight put on, you know.
he's got a
Been
good
eating
10,
good.
10 to 15 years of fighting and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they could easily make another movie or two just going off from here into the future.
Yeah, like John and Kyle fighting together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which I would watch.
I would totally watch. Yeah,
Buddy comedy.
buddy. Yeah.
Come on, boy.
Come on, Dad.
yeah. You young son of a bitch. Yeah. Like,
Why don't you just listen to me?
So do you think? Because you know,
go to your room. Like, just like-
John can't tell Kyle
Yeah.
who he is,
Uh-huh.
but do you think Kate knows? Do you think Kate knows
Definitely,
that's his
yeah.
dad?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they talk about it.
Do they talk
Yeah.
about it?
It's on the tapes. She
Yeah.
had to heard the tapes.
Well, I mean, it is on the tapes. Yeah, you're right on that.
She,
That'd
know,
be
she's
awkward.
had to
Man,
eavesdrop.
I'm sure it got brought up in a lot of that bunker talk in
Yeah.
between 3 and 4.
That
Like,
bunker talk.
Yeah, you got no one else to talk to except for the people on the radio. It's like, I guess I gotta say something to you. Like, hey, my dad's name is Kyle Reese. If we run across him, like,
He's extremely important.
act natural. Like,
He's my dad, but he hasn't been born yet.
yeah, don't let him know that I'm me. Like,
We can only play sorry so many times.
Can you imagine training your dad, knowing you're gonna send him back in time to conceive you?
Yeah. That would be so odd.
Ooh, yes.
But at one point, you'd have to talk yourself into it because you're like, I got to be born.
Right, I gotta be born.
I got to be born.
You gotta bang my mom.
You got to
Like,
go bang my mom. I need to be born.
It's like he gives Kyle the picture of his mom specifically so he'll fall in
Yeah.
love with her.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
Keep
It's
him away
kinda
from
weird,
all
yeah.
women. Here's my mom's pick. Stay away from any other woman.
it kind of makes you wonder about what stories. Yeah, because in the first one you said
Uh-huh.
like John would tell stories about you, but like, oh, you just like talking her up all these years. Like, what are you saying and all that made this man interested. Like,
Yeah, 2 movies ago, you were talking about how she was a crazy bitch, and you were glad she wasn't around.
she did stab somebody in the knee with a pen. Like,
She
Yeah.
did.
Coming.
I guess that's not the most egregious thing she's done, but like,
That's also
just-
fair. He also talks about how essentially she would fuck anybody that would help her prepare for Judgment Day.
Yeah. Well, that's a good defensive tactic, survival technique.
She wasn't surviving; she was prepping.
Yeah.
Is that how you
Doomsday
prep, right?
prepping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was doomsday prepping.
Oh man.
That's why.
Say what?
So that's why they all have bunkers.
Yeah. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to chat about before we move on?
Let me see here.
Raise papers.
No, I think I bitched about all the major stuff.
I think that punch to the heart should have killed him, but
Killed Marcus.
yeah.
I mean, it did. He had to shock him back.
That's true. He shocked him.
Yeah, I think I got everything out.
That other model's like, fuck your shit.
I feel like whenever I write shit down on the paper, it's like my therapy session after watching the movie. Fuck the air support. That ain't real.
Well, gentlemen, shall we rank some Terminators?
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
T600.
The T600, which is Arnold in this movie. Correct?
No, the 600 I thought was the one with the
600
Gatling
was
guns.
the
It's the big one that gets
the
strung up.
one that's got like the wraps on his face with the fucking Gatling guns.
Yeah, he's got the two miniguns.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
It's basically the one without the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably 6, I would guess. Is a superior undergrade.
I mean,
I mean, it's cool, but yeah, I don't know that I'd put it above anything that's already up there.
I don't know. I think it could destroy the T800 or T850.
The 6?
Yeah, that thing was.
Seriously?
That thing was so much more. It's bigger. First off, it's heavily armored. It has the gun already. It's not trying to be silent. It's meant to just kill. You see how much more aggressive it is?
Yeah, but I mean, all
It-
you're doing is putting some rags on it like you're trying to hide it from humans.
I don't even give a damn about the rags. It's about the size, the ammo, and the fact that you could just like, I don't know. I feel like you could just rip a smaller unit apart.
Yeah, but if you give all the other ones Gatling guns, they're the same right. And they got the nuclear accelerator in their chest.
You don't think that thing has at least 2 of those things in its
Hell
chest?
no.
It's called the 600, so I'm going to assume it's less.
Yeah, probably like half of
Ooh,
one,
yeah, the same. Yeah,
half a
probably.
brain too, probably.
I at least got to put it over the T1 or T like.
Well, the
whatever that-
T1 has the Gatling guns too.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's
duo.
that's a track thing. That's not a biped. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the 800, 850, like all of those on up are smarter than the 600 or the T1.
oh, the 600 is dumb,
Yeah.
but it's just aggressive. That's what I liked about it. Like, shot off and destroyed its own leg without another thought and everything, just to come at you. All the others and everything are trying to, like you said, think strategically.
I typed in the T600 power core, and it comes up with a car battery charger.
Yes. Hey, at least we know it exists.
Oh my
It's
god.
not quite as shown, but like,
Well, if it's powered by a car battery, it's definitely not.
Yeah. That's one of those get home by 8 o'clock machines.
Trying here. I'm trying to pull up some information. Here we go.
The T1.
It is an early crude infiltration unit developed by Skynet.
there's your rags. Like,
infiltration.
Yeah. It's a clumsy design with rubber skin.
Rubber.
Yeah, it's rubber on it. It doesn't have real skin.
yeah, there's a lot in between. Like I said, we don't like Arnold's 800 that we see. Like I said, it's that in between Hail Mary type thing.
Well, I mean,
And
we
yeah,
hear,
and it was replaced by the much more advanced T800.
Yeah.
I mean, we hear Kyle Reese talk about it in Terminator 1.
Yeah. The first ones had rubber skin, their easiest spot, and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I think, yeah, it's at the bottom for me.
Yeah.
I
I
think
can't.
It's cool, but yeah.
I don't know.
Well, are we ranking that as cool or effective? Like, what do we like?
The T1 is pretty effective.
I'm pretty sure the 600 is more effective than the one.
Here-
Yeah.
Here's my thinking, right? All the other ones are much better at infiltration, and the T1's got to be better than the T600 at just battlefield fighting.
Yeah.
Like it's
Double the
practically a tank.
gun, double the armor, double the battery, brute strength.
Says the T600 was discontinued because its back and shoulders were vulnerable to gunfire, and its targeting system was disrupted by a knife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what John
Yeah.
teaches them and all that.
Mm-hmm. T1, you got to do some
And
skillful
they're
maneuvering.
all-
Rip
they-
its head off.
And
Yeah.
their power source is only good for 4 months, while the T800 and 850 were good for 24 years.
Wow.
It's the battle.
Talk about a flip phone for the iPhone.
Yeah, I think my vote is for 6.
Yeah.
I think it led to better stuff. I just don't think it was just a first model that didn't really hit the mark.
I still like it better than the one.
Tom, the T600 is the one that had the green screen with the snake.
And I still enjoy that. I'll still play N64 Nintendo.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, see?
But sometimes you need
But I don't
that
play
HD
Atari.
graphics.
Like, that's the thing. I draw the line at Atari.
See, I'll get down on some barnstormers.
You would.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
And that's why you have T1 on 5. Like,
All right, let's see here. Then we got Theta TH, which is next, which would be the Marcus character.
Yeah, this one's weird because he was clearly in hand to hand not as powerful
Yeah.
as what he fought,
The
but he
850
also has
killed him with a punch to the chest.
yes he did,
Like,
but he is also more believable as a human being,
yes.
so which for stealth stuff could be a lot
Absolutely,
more
yeah.
useful.
So, this is a tough one.
I'm putting him at 3.
Think at 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like the features on 1 and 2, as far as infiltration units, as far as like either being able to hack stuff, being able to change your voice, being able to shift your entire character and clothing, like yeah, he can bypass dogs and other shit, I guess, and whatnot, and like he can travel through time now. Like I assume then, but yeah,
You're right. He can't do the cool shit that TX or T1000 can do. He can't do any of that stuff.
no. But and you also like that's not even without mentioning like you still have an organic heart and brain you have to try to keep alive. It's not a worry with the others. Like you splash liquid metal.
Okay, so let
everywhere.
me ask you this then, Tom. So why do you have him get above T850?
Because I think he can beat the T850 if he wasn't such a bitch.
Oh, the other thing is it does have a human mind, too. So as an infiltration, like
Once again,
they really had to.
Once again, that just makes me fallible. As I don't want my infiltration unit to be able to be persuaded and everything.
Well,
by
that's
a human-
exactly what
yeah.
I'm saying. I think that drops it down.
Yeah,
like it's
like,
cool, but
I don't want that. I want a stone cold killer. That's like
Yeah.
I want number 2. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so here's the information I got here. It says the downsides is the human aspects. It says it right off the bat. Human aspects. He can be knocked unconscious, unlike the rest of them. They can stop his heart, unlike the rest of them. Multiple gunshots can do significant damage to him, unlike the rest of them. I mean, how many times we watch Arnold just walk into gunfire and just take it all?
Yeah.
a lot of shredded leather jackets. Like, yeah. I think I stand by mine. Like,
I'd go 5.
Ooh, 5.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I was gonna say I don't think there's any way I can go 3 after saying that. Because why would I put him above T850 when T850 can't get knocked unconscious? You can't stop his heart. He doesn't have all the frailties. Like I don't understand why I would rank him above.
But he's like that. I don't know. I'm almost on board with Tom because you can almost have to treat him like that long-term undercover cop. Throw him in the mafia, and let him get close to the family. And then he'll just plant the bombs inside the base, and then peace out. You'd be like, well, where's Bob go? well, Bob ain't here no more because your base had fucking exploded because he didn't lit up your ass because he's a double agent.
And if they had done that in the movie, I would agree with that. But he ripped the computer part of his brain out and completely turned on the Terminators.
That's true.
There's a human aspect right there.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like, as a Terminator, it's not as like if you're sending someone back in time to kill Sarah Connor.
Yeah, the T-1000 wouldn't have blinked.
No, not at all.
Like, that's it. Like, that's what it would have been.
Yeah.
Now, if Skynet actually had control of it, I would probably put it at maybe even number
That's what,
2.
but that's what I mean. If he had a Terminator's mindset, it wasn't
Yeah.
a little bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's not what you see in the movie.
And he's the only one of his kind, so we can't even say that.
Right.
Oh well, another version of him would have been different because they didn't have another version of him.
no,
He was the only one.
it's
Yeah.
the special forces.
Hmm.
So I guess let's just put our best thing out here on the table. Tom, Ray, you guys are looking at 3. What is your case? I guess so it's just very clear to the point.
Well, I mean, for me, I guess the human aspect really fooled a lot of people until it didn't, because
Well, it's one note. Because like I
yeah,
said,
because
once the cat's out of the bag type thing, it's like, now what the fuck are like? Now you're, like I said, shoot you in the heart. Like,
Well, I'm just be honest with you, Tom. I feel like you're making AJ's case more than your own.
no, but I mean, but that's just a fallibility in his unit and everything. Like he was saying, if he doesn't he does have a utility that none of the others have.
and it would, and I'm almost backtracking on what I said because because I was saying hypothetical stuff, but I mean, if that would have actually went down, yeah, I'm putting him straight at 3 because that is a fucking massive upgrade amongst the 850 and an 800 is to throw him into the fucking pot,
If that happened,
let him do his thing, and roll the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
If they had done a twist where it actually, like, I don't know, Skynet took it over at the end, and like it was him actually in the cell instead of the T-850, something like that. Maybe John Connor pulls the computer part out of his brain and he goes good again. I would be 100%, 3 at least, maybe even higher. But he doesn't work for Skynet. He has free will. It's not a great Terminator.
Or does he?
As much as anyone else in the movie does.
And like
Yeah,
you
he
s-
thought he had free
like
will that whole time and apparently didn't. So
like your argument of he can fool people is true, but it's also his weakness at the same time.
Well, he's not actually fooling anyone.
Yeah.
He thought he
Yeah,
was
no,
human.
because
he
he-
effectively
yeah.
was human.
he's just confused.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
my thing is, like, if you knew it from the start and went full bore from the start, I think he could at least like destroy an 800. Like, I think the second battery on the 50 and everything is an advantage here, but I think he could at least like destroy an 800 and all. And I think the fight in this would kind of show that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go down to 4, but I don't know if I can put him at 5. I
just
mean,
think
the T8 was pretty badass, but I mean, the Theta, I mean, it's got, some elusive skills here that the T8 just didn't have.
Well, I just looked it up. The Arnold in Salvation is an 800.
Okay, yeah. So he beat
So
an
800 plus.
No, he didn't beat an 800. The 800 kicked the shit out of him.
It died.
Killed him
again,
with a
didn't
punch
it?
to the chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just punched him in the chest and
Yeah.
he died.
But there was a backup system, and he woke up. Like I said,
No, John
No,
shocked
John-
his
I
heart.
don't think-
John shocked
Oh.
his heart.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that was a thing. That seems to be a flaw in Cyberdyne system.
Yeah.
Like,
Goddamn Cyberdyne. Well, Tom, you want to put him at 5?
oh yeah, I'm okay with putting him at 5.
Okay, we'll put him at 5.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly like, I don't know. Once again, I'm against all humanity, so it's like I didn't like. I'll just beat that drum this whole series and all that. And it's like I don't like how it's portrayed, and I just don't enjoy it. And yeah, that was that little bit in this movie I didn't enjoy.
Okay.
All right. Well, we had a healthy debate there, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we can move on to ranking the movies.
All right.
Well, obviously we're ranking the 4th movie here. I'll be honest with you. My initial reaction here is I want to put this at 3.
Huh.
Same. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like it way better than Rise of the Machines.
Oh, see, I was gonna say 4.
Yeah, I can't do 3.
I was gonna say 4 mainly because like I feel like 3 had more of the action that I wanted from a Terminator movie. I mean,
I
I
grant
know
you
that
that.
I know this is like the dystopian part and everything, and we got a lot of good outdoor chase scenes and that kind of stuff. But I like that semi scene and all that in the 3 was just over the top. Like it went on for so long.
Yeah, but
it was so good.
That's what the extra money went to.
Like yeah, but like
I don't
and
know what
money well spent, like
Yeah.
for sure. But also like in this one, like I said, I just wanted more out of Bale, like especially because like I was excited to watch this one, especially like I said, like because I remember like when like this well it did come out, it was like at his height and all that. So like I wanted to see like are you giving me Batman in the future or are you doing a whole new thing? Like I was really excited to critique that character, and I feel like it didn't like flush it out enough. I mean, I get how it ended, like why, but at the same time, I feel like we could have done more if we got him as an actor anyway. Because I don't expect to see him in 5 or 6. They changed the actor in every movie it seems. So yeah, like,
Well, I was gonna say I felt like this was the payoff. Like I feel like 3 had a lot of action. You're right.
see, I thought this was the setup.
But this was no, it wasn't the setup. This was we actually saw the thing they've been telling us is going to happen for 3 movies.
Yeah.
We actually saw it. It happened.
But it wasn't like I expected.
But well, my thing is, it's the setup because now John's cool. John's been a fucking pussy up until then. It seems like to where like
No, he was a pussy in your movie.
Well, he's just a pussy. Like
I mean, he was a kid in 2, and even
Yeah.
then he wasn't. He was less of a pussy in 2 than he was in 3
Mm-hmm.
as a grown adult.
I mean, less of, but once again, we didn't get to see a whole lot of it.
But
Like,
I thought the characterization and the story was way better than 3.
For which character?
For Kate and John.
Hmm.
The progression of dumbasses to the finale where they finally realize it's time to fucking pick up our bootstraps and get this shit going.
I was more leaning in towards like John's actually who he probably should have been in the 3rd movie in this
Yeah.
movie because they just completely changed who he was for the 3rd movie. Like he's just like this little bitch running around, and you're like, why would John Connor be a little bitch? Like he was trained by his mother who was a badass, and he knows that this is his life. This is what he's supposed to be doing.
Well, this is
Like-
what happens when you have shitty writers and you can't get Linda Hamilton back.
But don't they get her back later?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But that's the thing.
So you have to adjust it to where it fits who you can get, and it fit the narrative of what they wrote.
You think so? I think we complained about it last week about how it didn't make sense that he was a little bitch in that movie.
No, you guys did. I love.
I mean, I'll say he is a little bitch.
he is a bitch, but I mean the
Bitch.
characterization
But I'll
was
say
good.
even in this, yeah, he's not so much. Yeah, he's competent, but he's still not confident.
Yeah,
And that's why he's consulting the tapes in this and everything. He's still wishy-washy about the future and about his leadership and making decisions until like the end of this movie and everything. Like,
He's not fucking Gandalf. He can't tell the future.
no, that's the whole point. But he knows, like I said, he's been raised his whole life. That's like every decision you make is like the fate of humanity, and it's like now it's come to fruition, and now you have to make the decision.
I don't see him as wishy-washy. The only thing that throws him is the Terminator, the Theta. Is like a new thing that no one told him about. He's not aware of. So like this is this new variable that he doesn't know. But he's very into his own as a leader
Question then
in the
everything.
Resistance.
Yeah.
Like he tells people up above him, like we can't attack Skynet yet. You know, like he is a leader in the movie. Like no doubt, he's got all these people following him. He's tactical. He's strategic.
I mean, he did by just one radio message stop the entire resistance from doing what the command said. He was like, "Hey guys, don't do that," and they're like, "Okay, cool. Fuck the
Well,
command."
once again, at this point, everybody knows the prophecy, though. Like,
But he's earned that too, because it wasn't a prophecy. He just earned their respect.
Well, I mean, yes, like, but he did that through competent leadership and everything,
Exactly.
and through all that. But I'm just like, once again, he's not the John Connor who I really expected until the end of this. when you know, like, or I guess what I expect and all that is like the way Reese talks about him. To where he's like this grizzled hard war vet and everything that does all these great war campaigns and shit. Like that's what's to come at the end of this movie.
Right.
Like that's what I've expected. Like that's what I've always seen John from the very beginning, ever since Reese described him in the first one, and I haven't gotten that yet.
But you don't get it in 3 either. Like, you damn
No,
sure don't get it in
well,
none.
no,
You
I'm
definitely
not debating that. I have said
You definitely don't.
I have said on several occasions that I do not like how they kind of, actually, it's kind of like pre-woke him as character, really. Like they did, they turned him into a bitch, and they made the woman super hyper competent for no reason. Like I said, she's a
Well,
vet.
hey, dude, she went from a vet tech to a heart surgeon, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, but he married her,
Popping
so
caps and fucking drones,
yeah,
dude.
so kudos to her, but still, like,
I don't know. For me personally, I just enjoyed 3 way more than I enjoyed 4.
I will say 3 had excellent action, probably better
It did.
action than
It
4.
did. It did have a lot of good action. I mean, I'm not discrediting what Tom said.
No,
The truck chase scene was really cool. Yeah. I just thought overall plot and keeping it and actually like showing us and the payoff and new things. 4 was it. 3 again recycled pretty much everything from 1 and 2. Like we were seeing the same we talked about it last week. The same tropes for the 3rd time, and then in 4 we finally saw something different.
Yeah.
Even though, but we're still following John. It wasn't just all of a sudden brand new people.
They kept things going. They kept the "I'll be back" line. They
Yeah.
little stuff like that,
Mhm.
but
You still had a Terminator trying to protect someone, right? They didn't go
Unknowingly.
back in time to do
Unknowingly.
it, but yeah.
unknowingly and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't like. I like the idea of Marcus as a unit, like the model he is and all, but out of the whole, like, oh, you were solely created as this big elaborate plan. The great reveal is you had no free will this whole time. Like that to me felt cheap. Like I said, it felt very Matrix 2. Like
Yeah.
I got Colonel
Did
Sanders.
he not have free will, or did he
No.
just, or did
That is the thing.
Or-
That is the question.
That's what the AI was
Well,
kind of getting at.
That is the
or
question, because
he just
the
didn't know
whole
who he
time-
was?
No, that's the whole thing. That is like the entire thing that's like questioning, because every decision he made along the way, he was making.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's like it was calculated that his decisions would lead him to this spot here. Like the whole reason that he was even like
Yeah, it's,
put into motion in the past is that this would happen.
right. It's not that Skynet was like directly controlling him.
No,
but they
that's
manipulated
because they
things.
couldn't. That was the thing. They
get that
couldn't.
result,
They couldn't
yeah.
treat him like one of the other models. It had to be like organic, and it had to be from a fallible brain. But he was manipulated the whole time. But in his, I guess, mind, he thought there was free will. I
Yeah.
I got
Uh,
Sanders. Like,
Salvation for me was more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Rise of Machines was maybe more entertaining in terms of the action. So I don't know.
I like that take.
Yeah,
That
I think it's a solid take.
3 was more entertaining and all that, but yeah, I like more interesting because the sci-fi experience and all.
Well, I think I liked Arnold in 3 way better than I did the other ones. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
yeah,
fucking
Well,
asshole.
3
and I
does have
liked it,
Arnold in it, which
Yeah.
is
That's true.
something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
but he was more of an
I-
asshole. I liked it.
I could go for. You
That's
guys have-
fine. I'm
yeah.
not that. I don't feel
Yeah.
that strong about it. I
Okay.
mean, it is what it is.
Cool.
Are we just gonna follow this out?
I
Are we gonna go 5 and 6?
I haven't seen
just
5 or
wait.
6, so
I
I don't
haven't
know which
either,
one I
yeah.
like more.
Ray said Ray,
Just wait,
yeah.
dude.
Are we just gonna come in here and hate on these next 2 movies?
No, actually, like Genesis isn't that bad, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And then Dark Fate, there's a hella twist, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" So just get ready for a couple "what the fuck" moments,
All right.
but they're not horrible.
Okay. So I was pleasantly surprised by both 3 and 4, from what I
Yeah.
remember. So
Okay.
that's-
So here's my final question, Ray. Do we get real Arnold or CGI Arnold in these next 2?
No, it's real Arnold.
Real Arnold.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't expect to see Arnold and the rest of them at all.
Yeah, it's real Arnold in Genesis, and it's Is he in 6? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's real Arnold in 6 too.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our Terminator Salvation episode. And we would appreciate you tuning in next week for Terminator Genesis that we just mentioned that 3 of the 4 of us have not seen. So that'll be interesting. But thanks for tuning in to Blockbuster Bums.